All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Colecast presentation. I'm your casting host, Beef, and joining me from Team IG is Sender. We're bringing you Game 3 between Team Excellent and Lions Esports Club, as I did not update the slides here, so I'll update that in just a second. But we're all tied up at 1-1, Sender. Winner of this one going to be going on to the losers bracket round of 2 and top 4. Loser goes home.
Yeah, this is a pretty important game. Yeah, I mean the team that loses here doesn't really get that much other than some points. But starting with the draft, you see that Hanskin banned out Lodestone and Ophelia, so I think he just didn't want to deal with Lodestone in the pool. He just wanted him not there to get some other heroes. And assets, you see he banned out Parasite, so the only jungler on the board was first picked by Lions. So they're really gonna have to make their early game count if they want to negate what Tempest really does for a team in the probably 6 minutes to 15-minute mark. The amount of impact he has.
And we saw in that the first game of this series the impact that Tempest did have, getting up into that 420-ish gold per minute range, and I mean that's actually pretty dang big. So Sender, that's gonna do a good job. I'm gonna go ahead and update this real quick. There we go. Get the sides all correct there. Sorry about that, guys. But that Tempest pick certainly going to be big, as is Engineer, another one of those tier 1 heroes that you were talking about. Something that Lions is very, very comfortable running. They even grab a Wild Soul to complement this. Probably going to be in a suicide lane, although it could be going into a short or even a mid lane as well. Lots of viability there for the Lions. Right now, the early game certainly looks like we're going to be seeing some aggressive early game out of Team
I hope they ban Devo. Are they gonna ban Devo or are they gonna let it go through?
We've got one more here.
I feel like that's the hero Lions want. I've seen them run the same this court so much, and I mean they do have other options over Devo, but I feel like that's their best choice. Okay, yeah, they ban Devo.
Yeah, I agree. That was probably the best decision here. And now Super KGE gonna have to get another hero going on. There's a few Super KGE heroes left on the board, but I don't know what they're exactly.
Ninja? I mean Gauntlet, I guess, but I don't think Super KG plays Gauntlet.
Not really.
They could do Predator mid. I think that would actually be pretty strong, like Predator Engineer with Tempest Ganks.
Yeah, that could actually be quite strong. I'm trying to look at what else is on the board. Could even run something like a Torture, but
no, you want to kill lane. So when you pick Engineer, you want to be able to kill the opposing lane. They could go Mag, but it's Mag Engi's okay. It's not like. Alright, they pick DS.
So that's gonna be the short lane solo here. Probably gonna be played by Flensmeister, so they still need that middle lane, and they're going to try to wait out and get a little bit more information before picking this one up. But the Pebbles and 4 Bubbles here, this is actually a very Lions-like lineup coming out of Team Excellent, something that is going to provide a lot of early aggression. We'll see if they might go for some even more stunning bursting type heroes. I was thinking of Magnus could be a very real possibility if you're able to get the portal key threat up on Bubbles, Pebbles, and Magnus. I mean, heroes like Tempest, even the Wild Soul or the Demented Shaman will just drop.
Yeah, but they'll be all in at this. Okay, they go with Monkey King, which to me I think is a much better pickup. The thing with Monkey King is actually a really good hero to pair up against Wild Soul. You have a really good catching range. However,
What?
I like that.
Really?
They have a lot of push. Not that much counter push from Hellborn, and also Hellborn's team fight isn't very strong until they get a lot of core items up. So Team Lions can just 5-man HoN once they get past their early laning stage, and they should be able to do it pretty easily.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. It's not exactly what I expected coming out, but it does make sense. Now, with this final pick, Excellent is probably going to be looking for a little bit more counter push. Do you see a Torture coming out right here?
Tri-lane, they need the tri-lane, so they need to pick either Glacius or Pyromancer probably. Yeah. I think Pyromancer's probably best just because he has the best counter push, best laner they could get for like the Pebbles follow up. But maybe they want something like Glacius who can like be kind of an initiator in lane also. Or
And nope.
I don't think they can defensive dual lanes here.
No?
No, I think okay. What will happen is sure they get great farm on the short lane, which would probably be like Monkey King Nymphora, but Pebbles Torture would probably lose mid due to Tempest ganks, most likely. But really, Nox playing the Pebbles, that's kind of interesting. I
What
expected Brodux to be playing that.
what about defensive dual lanes top and bottom and then bubbles in the middle?
That could work as long as they don't get scouted out. If
Yeah.
they don't get scouted out, it's pretty strong because then by then it's gonna take too long to transition from Lions.
Well, we'll see in just a second here what they do want to go for. Of course, if they did opt for that bubbles middle, should be able to get some decent levels. Probably won't get too much in the way of farm going up against the Brofagor, but looks like Balfagor not going to be going for anything like a hatchet either. Going to be relying purely on his natural damage.
No, he'll probably play Hatchet. He just didn't buy all of his items yet.
Nope, he's going to go for a shield.
No way. What?
He's going to go for a shield.
I call bullshit.
Watch. Sender, please. Trust me.
No way.
Sender, he's going for the effective HP, the shield, and the ring of protection.
Nope.
The Guardian Ring. Sender, why can't either of us ever remember the name of that item?
I don't know. I don't know. What is it? Guardian Ring?
Guardian Ring. I've literally never said that in my life.
The item really wasn't. I don't know. I'm not even gonna think about it, Beef. I'm just gonna.
Same.
Yeah.
There you go. How are you doing, Sender?
Doing okay. So let's. See, none of the items that Team Excellent have picked up yet are really telling of what their strategy is. Like they've been pretty slow at buying. Save Bubbles in for like a high stats build, that can make sense for like a dual lane mid. But right now, it's kind of hard to see what they want to go with from like item pickups. I kind of like the 2-1-2 if they can get that off without showing their lanes. I feel like that might be their best bet at the laning stage, getting farm on both their core heroes. And Bubbles will get EXP mid pretty easily versus a Balfagor. Like initiating stun's kind of weak versus a Bubbles. Like the Balfagor slow is sufficient against a melee hero with like a Tempest gank, but otherwise it'd be too difficult.
Yep, I gotta agree with you that 2-1-2 probably going to be their best option. But it's going to be very important that they don't get scouted out. And so right now,
it looks like DS is going mid. I think they kind of call it. I mean, Lions know they're either going to 2-1-2 or they're going to aggressive trialing most likely. So it's kind of I like the read from them. If they have a DS mid versus Bubbles, it's pretty favorable. He'll win the lane pretty easily, and then you'll have what? Bottom will kind of be a suffer for Balfagor, but I think that's okay. I think DS is one of their more important heroes to get early farm on.
Yeah, of course, does need to get pretty early farm and levels to really have that snowballing type potential that I mentioned. I guess he's not really snowball, but does need to have a good start to get rolling at least and carrying over into the mid and later stages of the game. But hopefully this pause doesn't go too much longer. We'll give it another minute here. But, oh, there we go. Ready, and we are going to go ahead and get into this one. And just going to be taking it up top. And with this right now, Dimension Shaman is kind of holding down this middle lane. This could be a good call, like you said, from Lions.
Though I might have liked to seen Wild Soul bottom instead of, say, like the dual lane, just because you can just pull the creep waves to your tier 2 and farm safely, kinda. Like, I don't know. I think that would have been a better read, but this is still fine. This is good enough, I think.
Iron Buckler. Passive bonuses, 60% chance to block 20 attack damage.
Sold the Guardian Ring.
Wow, Sender. Can you just admit that he got a shield and that I'm right?
It doesn't count because he sold the Guardian Ring.
Sender, please.
You said he was going to have a Guardian Ring and a shield.
No, I didn't. I said he was getting a shield.
You didn't say he was going to sell the Guardian Ring.
I did not. That was not
So
part of my bet, but I still got the part about the shield. So I win, you lose, and I'm clearly the
thank
better
you.
Glacius.
Okay. Please have boots.
Oh no. Well, it looks like the Hellborn team gonna go ahead and make this incursion into the enemy jungle.
Rodek's got pooled regen, so he's gonna be one of the solo lanes. Not sure where they're gonna put him. Maybe top.
Probably top, yeah.
This He's gonna have a lot of stats to deal with. Oh no, he's middle. Okay. How does Monkey King
Interesting.
do versus a demented shaman? I would
I
think he's crushed, but
Yeah,
I get
I kind of feel like he's going to get crushed as well. Oh, they're catching Tempest right here. The auto attacks are coming out, and a couple more autos are going to be enough. One more from each, not even needed. That's going to do it for Pew, getting that early kill. Upgrades the courier immediately, and nice job. I mean, this is actually pretty nice for Pew.
actually something I didn't think about, but Monkey King does actually have pretty high armor, especially with that big stats build. So it might not be as bad as we thought. 5.6 is pretty good versus the healing wave.
No, I think he's not going to get crushed, but I feel like as soon as he's out of regen, if he doesn't have a bottle and get a good rune at the, say, the 4-minute rune, I think that Monkey King's going to be in a lot of trouble. It is zoning pretty effectively right now, and even going to use the dash right here to do a considerable amount of damage. So, going to have to keep an eye on this middle lane and see how Brodex does play this.
He's doing pretty good right now. At this pace, he'll be in a pretty big advantage.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, up top, you've got the Bubbles versus Wild Soul matchup. And Bubbles did go the typical minor totems with the Guardian Ring and Blightstones. So it's going to be going into a relatively early Ring of the Teacher. Once he gets that up, might be able to see us relatively effectively against Wild Soul. But right now, Wild Soul doing pretty well himself. Is pushing the lane, though. So Bubbles going to get a pretty good amount of experience. And making sure that he'll get those last hits off the tower. As Monkey King gets a kill on Demented Shaman in the middle lane, man. So, okay. I was kind of thinking, hey, MK in a just a farming battle, he's going to get crushed, but Brodex showing that that's not what he's intending to do. He's making this aggressive.
I'm pretty sure Flinsmeister overextended a little bit there, but it comes down to the pooled regen. Having the high stats build gives him more armor. It comes down to having a lot of the lane where he wanted it. It was on his hill, which gave him a pretty big advantage. He got a lot of free damage on the Demented Shaman. So Brodex is off to a great start with the haste rune. He might be able to get some more kills or another kill.
Yep, has that haste as Monkey Kings often do, and he is going to walk right by a ward of sight, so Flen's not going to back up. He's feeling no fear, at least just yet. And Monkey King probably going to go for a little bit of harassment before he actually commits to a kill. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Bottom lane, how are things shaping up between Balfagor and Pebbles? Looks like Nox currently on 11-5 as opposed to the 10-0 of Balfagor. Looks like things going pretty well. Lane position even going well here in favor of Team Excellent.
You know what? Super AG.
Up top, Wild Soul gets his potion canceled. We'll have to take a trip to town, though.
No, I think he'll just go to the observatory, or maybe he's just using courier. But what Super KG could do is he could use his minions to drag the creep wave from, like, say, the tier 2 tower, and pull it to either the jungle or just meet it up with the creep wave bottom. But he's not going to do that.
Yeah, not just yet.
I mean, they're not doing too bad, though.
Monkey King's going to go for a kill right here. There's the vault backward onto the one-chin slams, and the auto attacks are there. Demented Shaman applying the cape onto himself. Monkey King will fall back in. Now coming back in. Wants another vault with that last sip of the bottle. Not going to have enough, but we'll be able to get the
They're controlling both
rune.
runes really slim.
Oh, he's got that haste. Now he's got this kill.
But goodbye, Flinsmeister. Maybe.
No, not gonna be.
But he does have to go back to base soon. I think he's out. No bottle charges. Pew's coming in the middle lane.
Yeah, they're going on this Demented Shaman pretty hard. The chain reaction stun is going to connect Pew, hitting that impalement, but turnaround kill here onto Pew, and it looks like Flinsmeister did not get the kill excuse me, did not get the experience for that kill. But in either case, at least getting some gold for it. It was a really nice healing wave with the Entangle. Nice thought from Pew, and Brodex now level 6 as opposed to level 5 Demented Shaman. Brodex could actually hit level 7 possibly, even dropping a ton of minor totems while checking on the
It's kind
bottle.
of funny. He missed a creep. Oh, top lane. There's a little bit of action on the bubbles, and he's gonna draw.
Yeah, Bubbles will go down. Pew now trying to get the counter kill on a Tempest and should be able to. Tempest.
That's gonna be huge. It's level 5 Tempest.
Oh,
Oh no,
he's actually chugging bottle.
He's dead. Pew's gonna get turned on.
Good. Oh, a point into Meteor. And it looks like Tempest will be able to escape for now. There's the chain reaction coming in. Nymphora is looking for a stun herself. There's the Grace of the Nymph coming in. And Tempest going to go for a TP on out in just a second here. Not going to happen. Bassets will get that one. As Flens dies in the middle.
Mid. I don't approve of that juking by Hanskin. I feel like if that was like the worst, I feel like that's just giving up. He had to run straight down, because if he runs that way, Nymphora is going to get the stun off for sure, which he saw. But, you know, Lions are in a little bit of trouble in this early game. They're doing okay top, but they're losing mid pretty hard. Their Balfagor's farm is pretty... He's got levels up, I guess. That's really all he needs right now, but they're going to have to just get past this early laning phase and probably just start grouping up, and hopefully they got enough to make that happen.
Yeah, they're going to have to play some pretty serious 5-man HoN here, and unfortunately, it like you said, the early game impact that was achieved here by this Hellborn team has been significant. They had to make sure that they were going to be able to shut down the jungler, and here's Yonosum fan going down for the 3rd time. No, that was the 1st time up there. What the heck?
Yeah, what are you on, Beef?
I don't know, man. I thought he died a few times up there. I guess Hanskin died up there once, and then Flensmeister's died a few times in mid. I'm insane.
I mean, now they've died in every lane. Like, I guess they haven't died bottom, but they don't have any farm bottom. But Super KG does have level 5. He will have upgraded boots, so he has enough to get by.
And they're going to set up a counter kill right here. The keg does come backward. There is the Glacial Blast. It's enough to take down Pebbles, and that's a pretty important kill.
This might be 2 towers. This is one for sure.
Yeah, absolutely going to be one for sure. Up in the top lane, though, Bubbles and Nymphora were able to take one out against the Wild Soul. And Bubbles going to have the kelp field here in about 25 seconds. Could be looking to set up another kill, but like you said, this bottom lane could very well be 2 towers. Definitely going to be one at the hands of Tempest and Balfagor. But here's the TP in. Sealstone going to be going out, connecting with a little bit of damage on the Balfagor. Pebbles going to be in some trouble. The Glacial Blast going to be going out here. He misses the Stalagmite stun. Tower goes down, and Elemental Void's available. Gonna catch Pebbles. Nox is going to go down. This is 5 players in the bottom lane for the Hellborn team. Here comes Monkey King. Bubbles going to get in there. Kelfield onto 3. Down goes Tempest. Looks like Engineer going to be next. And Balfagor, not enough mana for that 100 charge ultimate. He's not going to be able to get out of there. Either the auto attacks are coming in. The chain reaction's done to finish him off. Really, really well played there by Bassets and this Hellborn team.
Yeah, you know, Nox kind of overextended, but then Lions, you know, I think they missed the opportunity to get Nox for free, and then they went on him a little bit later, and then by then they overextended themselves, and then some great TPs, Team Excellent get a triple kill, and now I think they have everything they need to stop the push that's going to come from Lions, and I think Lions might fall into the same trap that happened in the last game, where they just sit back, farm up, and you know hope they can win at some point at the mid game.
Yeah, and it didn't work out last time, and with a Balfagor, I mean, I think they're going to be in even more dire straits than they were in the last
he's
game.
doing on Monkey King. I think Wild Soul might go down this top lane.
I mean,
or this Engineer. No, never mind.
He's just going to take out Demented Shaman again. There's the Shell Surf coming in. The silence did miss right there, but it's not even going to matter. Oh, could even look for more, but Tempest
Tempest is right next to him, but he does not know that.
I mean, he should know that. I think Tempest threw in an auto attack on the
he did?
Nymphora.
Okay.
But gonna find an Engineer instead. There's the Bassett's gonna get credit for that kill, and Team Excellent snowballing, man. This Monkey King's out of control. Bubbles is sitting at 450 gold per minute as well. And all that you've got on the other side is Balfagor.
pretty good read. I guess Pew went by a ward, and maybe if Pew didn't go over there, he might not have TP'd out. But he is not. Like, there's no way for him to know there's a ward there. That's whatever. A little bit unfortunate, but they'll move on. On this bottom lane.
Oh, Balthagor definitely in a little bit of trouble here. As the Zeal stun being stopped, canceled. Balthagor will survive for now. Gets the counter kill onto Torture at least, but will die to the hands of Nymphora and Bubbles. Middle lane, Monkey King going to take some damage, but there's going to be the root in the first hit. Secondary root with the healing wave. That's a big kill. Yonosum fan getting 421 gold bounty on that one. The bear and the Demented Shaman, roots on roots, man.
They really needed that kill. It's gonna give Flensmeister a lot of room. Middle, it might be a tower kill, but I mean, I guess there's no coil, or what's it called? Called in HoN, Kelp Field. So yeah, it's a free tower. So 1 kill, 1 tower, and that's what Lions need right now.
Yeah, I absolutely do. Get the Balthagor up and running here again, and they will look to try to clear out some of this map control.
I think what Lions are going to do is they're going to finish the Astrolabe on Hanskin, then they're going to look for a push with the Astrolabe. But they have all their spells up, they just need this one item that'll make a huge difference in the upcoming team play. But I guess they could wait for Mach on Wild Soul, but I don't know. I think they need to force the fights.
Hanskin just want to ring a sorcery first, so...
Oh, I didn't even see that. Alright, they're going to go for they're waiting for the Mach then. Probably. They're gonna go for they're gonna try to get some more picks into more towers. They're not gonna force anything really hard. Most likely.
Monkey King wants this kill. Gonna go ahead and try to get it on Demented Shaman. Kelfield gonna be going off Nymphora, bringing Pebbles into the fray right here. There's the Elemental Void. Balthagor is gonna get in here, being chucked backward. Balthagor not able to get the ultimate off just yet. Will then get it off. And there's the energy field gonna be going down as well. The keg should finish off Monkey King. And it looks like Engineer gonna go down from a chuck here. Wild Soul getting caught out as well. The autos to finish him off.
Oh man, there's no Boo Boo for 2 minutes now. So 4 for 2, no bear for a long time. That's not what Lions need right now.
And a triple stacked Ancient Steel.
Double. But...
It was 2 and 1/3.
Oh, okay. So I mean, so you have a Wild Soul that's going for the Mach straight first, right? And now he can't farm effectively for 80 seconds when he resurrects. That's gonna hurt. Really, that's just gonna hurt so much for him.
Yeah, excellent. They're steamrolling right now, Zender. They're wanting to really capitalize on this, and they will make a big statement if they're able to take this series. A lot of people were putting Lions as one of the favorites to take this cycle, at least finishing up top 3. If they're eliminated here in 5th/6th place at the hands of Team Excellent, I mean, that's Pew and the boys making a very, very big statement. And they're certainly looking to try to make it right now.
I mean, it's gonna be hard for the Legion team to come back. You're dealing with Pebbles and Fora. This is like the strongest mid-game ganking combination in the game. I mean, there's a couple others that are on par, but this is definitely by far one of the strongest in the game.
And you can see right now why, as they use that teleport effectively to gank the Wild Soul up top. Monkey King trying to get away, drops the Wanjin Slam here with the Root and the Glacial Blast, keeping him in place for quite some time. And Fora lending a helping hand, though. And Wild Soul, excuse me, Monkey King is able to get out of there, no problem.
In the jungle?
No, they're trying to get around. Just kidding. Engineer's dead.
I mean,
Balthagor as well now. He's going to get stunned out as Monkey King is coming in. And there's a Heavenly Vault backward into the Wanjin Slam. The chain reaction. And Balthagor goes down 19-8 in favor of Team Excellent. This is looking like Lions has no response whatsoever.
They're just too far behind. You're dealing with when these Pebbles and Monkey King get this far ahead versus a team that needs core items up the team fight. It's the worst possible scenario. There's not much they can do from just not getting picked off, but it's just really hard because the way they not get picked off is the stake is like 3 and 4 and 5 heroes together, then you're just going to be farming less than them.
Yeah, Not where they want to be. That's for damn sure. The Hellborn team, they're going to go ahead and do a little bit of grouping up, stealing the enemy's jungle. Going to be starting to push of their own. Wild Soul has started to farm a little bit himself up in this top lane. And we'll be looking for that Monka Brilliance still. About 1,800 gold off here.
TP in this top lane. Maybe
that?
bottom. I think there's going to be a Nymph teleport coming out.
Oh, yeah, they'll most likely be looking for that one. Gonna go for TPs, standard TPs up top. They, of course, have the portal key on Pebbles. And so Ro4 gonna be coming in here just to grab a CS or two. But instead, looks like
Lions are coming top. They're gonna running the bait. They're gonna bait Jonas, I think.
And this could be pretty big. Ghost Marchers are gonna be picked up. And Wild Soul's going the battle build.
For it. Right here. They're trying to make their game turner. They're gonna try to bait Wild Soul, but they're just gonna run the push.
And so that was the conscious decision right there from Yonason fan saying the Monka Brilliance is no longer what I want to be going for. Picked up the Ghost Marchers on the Bear, as well as the Mystic Vestments on himself. And Pebbles could be coming around from the side right now. Here comes the TP. Bubbles has the Kelpfield available. Combo going to be going out here. Takes out Engineer immediately. Kelpfield going to be going on to Tempest, and Tempest alone. Silence is there as Tempest is going to be taken out. Didn't look like he could get the Astrolabe off. No, did. The Garbage Day going to be going off right here, doing a lot of damage. Demented Shaman being taken out in the background. And now Balthagor going to be the target from this Hellborn team. Everybody's down with the exception of Wild Soul, who was able to get the TP on out. A 4-for-nothing exchange. And 4 going to be TPing into the bottom lane to get some push going. And excellent. They have 100% control of this game. No signs of losing it.
Yeah, it's probably not even possible to lose the game. You got 12k gold lead, 15k experience lead. You have Ro4. Just don't get caught off guard. They're going to keep getting more pickups, more towers. And just pretty simple game plan from there.
First hit root. Needs it. There it is.
He got it.
Admiral Bulldogs, man. Root Gaming. Keg is going to connect. This is the comeback right here, Sender.
And the top tower, a little bit of pressure.
More like Balthagor comes in and he's like, come at me, bro.
He has about 3,000 gold net worth on him, and he's just like, we can't touch that, guys. Let's go farm.
It's not worth their time, man. It's not worth the investment of time. Is Nox going a Dawnbringer on Pebbles, by the way?
I'm not sure if he thinks this is the right thing or he just wants to troll the haters. I kind of think he wants to troll the haters.
I mentioned something about Dawnbringer in pregame chat, and Nox got a little bit defensive about his Dawnbringer. I was like, I'm not hating.
Engineer's dead.
Oh yeah, Engie done. Using the full combo right there.
Oh no, Jonas, no!
Jonas is in trouble. Oh, nice Zeal stun coming out of Fine right there. Nice the chuck backward as well. And Monkey King closing distance. Does get the one-chin slam, plus the Heavenly Vault. And Bassett's tried to snipe it with the long-range Shell Surf, but wow. This is not looking real good for Lions. I didn't expect this, Sender.
I didn't expect this either. To be honest, I expected a clean swipe from Lions, but, you know, Team Excellent got some nice drafts in these last 2 games, and they kind of got what they wanted. Set up really good laning stages, and they just snowballed from there, really.
Yeah, they certainly did. Balthagor trying to get some push going up top, though, and maybe equalize this gold situation a little bit, but this is not what you want to see. This is a mid-game type strategy here from Lions. They want to have a lot of push going on, and they're instead the team that's down by 14,000 gold. They're instead the team that they've only got 4 towers themselves, 3 towers themselves, as opposed to the 4 of the opposing team. The ganking-oriented team has more towers.
I mean, the thing is, when you're behind this much, the only way you can come back really is by out-farming your opponents and just hoping to take it in the late game. But you just can't do that versus Ro4. It's just not going to work. And there's pretty much like no outs for them. It's pretty much on Team Excellent to lose the game. And how much you hate to say that, it's just kind of fact here.
Yeah. And we'll see. Once Pebbles gets his shrunken head up, they could look to try to take down the remainder of these towers. By the way, that's what I've decided this is a shrunken head on Pebbles. Just going to be a light brand into shrunken head. Go Grimoire later. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I like that. You're versus magical damage. Shrunken Head Rush is really strong for team fighting, but it really doesn't matter at this point what they buy, really.
Nope. Should not, but I think that's what Nox is going to be going for. The Dawnbringer, I don't think so.
I mean, he would have bought an Ice Brand already.
Yeah. Most likely.
You know, the Light Brand is actually a pretty smart decision because he didn't go like Bottle or Mana Ring. He needed some sort of mana item.
Yeah, when the Nephor's not around, he's just so starved for mana. Stormcloud is going to go out offensively here. Doing a pretty sizable amount of negative armor to some of these players. Bubbles on the front lines, getting into the negative range himself. And Bucky King is not that tanky. I mean, he's only on 1100 life right now.
I'd like to see Jones get charged hammer right now. He needs an item. Like, if they want to have any chance of winning the team fight, he needs something. He has a gold, right? Or is he just a little bit short?
Yeah, he's got the gold for a charged hammer. I think it's 2900 or 2950, one of the two.
Anyway, so Miner told him to get it, but he needs something.
I gotta agree with you, but right now, not gonna be getting it. Come on, Jonas. Buy something. I mean, even if you have to buy back on Wild Soul, you're probably not going to have enough cooldowns on your prayer. And I don't know. I'd like to see him pick it up as well, but right now Lions is just turtling out to the best of their abilities. The Token of Life is available here on Mucky King. They're going to try to combo down Balfagor immediately. The silence is there, and Balfagor not going to be able to get the ultimate off. Maybe he is. The ultimate is going to go off. There's the energy field into the Elemental Void, but it was canceled immediately by a one-chain slam. Bubble's going to be taking a lot of damage. The Bear going to be chucked backward here, and the Hellborn team will survive. Everybody on pretty high life as well. They should be able to just reset, knowing that the major cooldowns are gone here from the Leaky team. And this Manarax now very, very exposed, and Bailmick going to be going off, and the Manarax is going to fall. Nothing going to stop that one. And GG, well played. It's being called here. Rising Center. I don't know, man.
On that one, Breaky.
No problem. Guys, we'll be right back with more HoNcasts. Don't go anywhere. No, that's going to do it, though. I mean, Sender, Lions just taken out by Team Excellent. They're done in Cycle 1.
Yeah, you know, Game 1 was really rough by Team Excellent. The Lions Devo is just too strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Lions got a really good upper hand in the draft in Game 1. But in Games 2 and 3, Team Excellent, Games 2, the draft was pretty even in Game 3, but they got really good lanes for Team Excellent, and they came out ahead through some mistakes of Lions in Game 2, and in Game 3 they just made some good plays. And, you know, Lions had two lineups that you just can't recover from being at that large of a deficit. It's just Team Excellent rose the early game advantage to victory in both games through some nice individual plays.
Yeah, had that early game advantage, and then, of course, had the late game advantage as well. When they were just going to be able to carry that momentum, didn't necessarily need to be hitting timings right there, and they were just able to snowball pretty out of control. So Lions going with some different type strategies here, didn't quite pay off, and Excellent. They played phenomenally in the early game of both Game 2 and 3. They're now going to be moving on to play in the losers bracket round of 2. They've secured top 4, and they're looking for more, Sender.
Yeah, they're looking for third and beyond. You know, you don't want to get fourth. Not to be like, I mean, you want better than fourth. Let's just say that much, okay? But
yeah,
you want more.
Of course, $1,000 in number 3. Yeah, $1,000, I believe.
Yep.
For number 3, $8,500 out of the $10,000 prize pool are in those top 3 spots. So that's where you want to be ending up. But we'll see. That match is going to be coming up here on Colecast at 3 p.m. EDT, 2100 CEST. Let's get that up there on your screen so you can check that one out. And guys, that is about 45 minutes from now. So that's when we're going to be having our next match here. We'll leave the stream on because that's a little bit less than an hour. So we'll be playing some videos and whatnot between now and then. And Sender, let's go ahead and take a look at who their opponent is going to be. It's either
TMSR
or TMSR. Wow, Sender. No spoiler alert.
What? I mean, the match is over. How is it spoiling?
because maybe somebody didn't want to watch. And maybe Sender, please.
All right, I forgive any viewers that missed the match and they wanted to see it,
You
and now they just.
forgive them?
Or I mean, I
Sender,
apologize.
what?
I hope they forgive me. I apologize to the viewers that missed that match and they want to see it without having a spoiler alert.
Guys, Sender's out of control right now. I'm not even remotely associated with this guy.
Okay, B.
Jeez. All right, but Sender, like I said, we're going to be taking about a 45-minute break here before we do have TMSR versus Team xCet going on over at HoNcast. They're going to have the winners bracket finals. That's going to be between Stay Green versus Team USA. And, well, we got a hell of a top four here. Kind of seems like the old days a little bit with Stay Green and X Complexity. And then you've got the remnants of Trademark in there as well. The new guys,
Well,
though,
you have a lot of
Team
remnants. I mean, TMSR is kind of like a mix of several teams from a year ago.
Who is playing for TMSR? I know Sham said he quit.
I think he's playing this weekend.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody can ever stay away.
Well, it's more like they can't add anyone to the roster.
Truth.
I think.
I believe that you are right. But, guys, anyway, those matches going to be coming up here in about 45 minutes. So that will be when we continue coverage for Colecast. But right now, this match is over. Lions falls victim to xCet. They take the series 2-1 and advance. Sender, you got any final words before we go to an extended break?
Just shout out to my team IG. Shout out to my social media Sender with 4 R's. And, just going to be excited for this next match that's coming up. Should be a good one.
I've got to completely agree with you there, Sender. And guys, of course, if you want to follow me, my social media, all at BeefPotPie1 on Facebook, Twitter, and of course on YouTube for all of your Colecast VODs. Make sure to hit the follow button here on Colecast as well, and even check out the subscriber feature. And if you are interested in supporting Complexity Gaming, make sure to head over to ComplexityGaming.com. This weekend we got our Counter-Strike Go team in our first LAN since picking them up. They're down there in Texas playing at ESEA. And they were able to take down Cultivation last night. I believe today they're going to be taking on Curse. If you're a Counter-Strike fan, make sure to check that out. We're looking pretty good. I know I'll be watching later on today. But guys, we'll be back in about 45 minutes with the next game. So today, we'll have TMSR taking on Team xCet. Until then, this is Colecast with Beef and Sender. We'll see you on the other side.